Yes, you may recognize somebody over my left shoulder. That's Jason. And then to the left of me is Mayan Shah. He is the host of the RVmax.us YouTube channel. But more importantly, he's one of the family member owners here, along with your dad and your sister and your fiance and everybody, your mom, the whole crew's involved.
The cats.
Yeah, the cats, they keep all the mice away. Everybody plays a role. Couple of things, housekeeping. It's hot out. It might start raining. There's quite a few RVs on the lot, but there's some really nice RVs here. This is where we bought our motorhome from. We're having some work done to it. Nothing to do with, it's like additional. We like upgrades. But we're going to take you on some tours. We're going to do one today, one tomorrow. We have some videos coming out. Mine's going to kind of walk you around. I'm going to bounce some questions off of you. We want your feedback. MJ's actually back inside. She'll be answering some questions or telling the people what they need to hear or what they want to hear. So I'm going to hand this over. Well, first, I'm going to change the camera.
Flip it around.
And then I'm going to hand it over to Jason, and he's going to grab that handle there. Let us know how, well, I can't really see the comments, but hopefully you can hear us. Comments, let us know if you can hear us and how everything looks. So I'm going to leave it to Mayan. Why don't we start at the end? I know you have a really nice Allegro bus, a 37-footer. We just finished up the video on it. It's going to be coming out. Drives awesome. That 450 and the 37-footer, amazing. So give him the tour of it, and I'll just kind of step back, ask any questions if I have any.
Let's go. It's my first time being live, so hopefully I don't say anything wrong. Our editor here does a lot of editing.
Can't take it back. It's out. Don't do a Coldplay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. You can't take that back.
So what?
So, yeah, we've got the 37 AP, which we just camped in.
Yeah.
And Jason's going to be driving it here shortly, actually.
I don't know about that yet. We'll start with the breeze.
We'll do circles around the back and the gravel.
That's how I started. Ripping it in the gravel lots. So, yeah, it's a 22, and a gentleman from Texas traded this one and really took care of it. He just wanted to go bigger and go Prevost.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's got the safety sway bar up front. It had about 19,500 miles when the guy traded it, and Kai and I were blessed to do about a 1,000-mile trip in it. So it did great. Had the slides out many a times. Haven't had any issues with this coach. Bar one little screen, which we already have ordered from Tiffin.
Yeah, look at this coach. It has, what's nice about this with the Allegro bus, you got the 450, you have the side mounted radiator if you want to take a look at it.
Yep.
So at 30, it's just over 37 feet, right? It's like under 39, over 38.
Yep.
It has great pickup for something this size. It'll just take you around. We have a full video on it. So, and you have a video on this also.
We do, yep.
You can go to RVmax.us YouTube. We'll have one with everything opened up. But just look at the outside. It's really clean. Obviously, it's a 22, so there's not much really that's going to kind of go wrong on this. Not much maintenance to deal with. But you have the large bays on here. And I was commenting when we test drove this, you know, you don't think that size makes a difference regarding like 38 versus 43 feet, but you can just whip around the corners in this. Because this is on the Power Glide. It handles really well. Let's take a look up front here.
He was getting excited on the test drive.
Yeah. 10K generator.
Yep.
You know, it's got the newer Tiffin front on it. Paint's in great shape. I think you need a little release. You need a little release cleaner. I see some spots on here, but it's okay. They'll clean it up before you pick it up. You did point this out over here. If you want to talk about, I don't know if you can catch this on camera. There's two lines on the windshield.
Guess what that's for?
Yeah, so the last owner actually put those lines, and when you're driving, you can't see it here. It shows you when you're in your lanes, which is awesome. He could probably market that, and people will probably buy it.
He probably could.
Yeah.
He has a couple good ideas. Another one that this is going to be, somebody's going to steal this one. He had this 3D printed.
I saw the cover, and you know what? When I went in here, I'm like, huh, is that something? Because I know Tiffin does this. I'm like, is that something new by Tiffin? But he made it.
It's genius.
Like, 100% would sell those. Every Tiffin owner would be buying that.
That's what I was telling him.
Yeah.
So hey, there it is. It's out in the open. I can't take it back. Yeah, this is a cool bus. We had fun driving it, especially with the special test driver we had.
Yeah, we pulled it in nose in. Let's do a quick Show them what it looks like. You gotta make them wait for the video though.
Yeah.
You want to go watch that video.
The basic, quick little walkthrough. Going back all the way across. Toilet. There's your sink. In the world. Got your shower. That is a very high shower. It looks like.
They're not gonna hear you without the mic, so I'll walk around you.
I just
Where are you?
realized that.
Hello. I
There we
love
go.
the floor plan of this coach. It's still got some good travel space.
Yeah, I got trapped in there.
Yeah. This is closed up, what it looks like.
There's the bed area.
But we have a full video coming out on this, so you can
Stay
check out
tuned.
everything with it open, with it closed, going down the road. You can listen for noise or no noise. Just kind of our reactions when we're driving this. Now, you know, obviously there's a production coach. It's a nice production coach, but it's a production coach. But if you want full custom, you have that here also.
True. We got a couple Prevosts laying around, cracking our concrete from all the weight. I'm just kidding. We got some nice concrete.
So what's next on the list for our subs? What do you have?
Let's roll up the line. We've
Let's
got
go.
a marathon bunk coach they may be interested
I don't
in.
even think I saw that one yet.
That one, I think y'all saw it the first time, or one of the
Maybe.
first times you came. We got the price drop down.
Okay.
This is, as we're walking up the line, this is a 09 Prevost bus with the full front, side, and rear cap update. So this pretty much looks like a 23 model coach. And it's available for $399,950. It's got a couple more miles on it. It's about 350,000 miles. But on these buses, they're called million mile buses for a reason. And this was owned by a NASCAR team. So they maintained it.
It's all about the maintenance, right? Like
Yep.
350, people get scared of that. But like you said, these are running a million miles if you maintain them. You got to maintain them. And then you're getting, you know, $1 million plus or $2 million off of a new one, really.
Yeah,
And this has a lot of updates. So it's a really nice coach.
it is. Inspected by Featherlight. We even have some of the inspection reports that we can provide the new owners, which is cool to see.
Why don't you tell us, as we go on to the next coach, a little bit about your business, how you run your business here? Obviously, it's family owned, but what do you provide to the customers that's a little bit different than like if somebody went to a big box store?
So yeah, that's a good question. We're family run, and so really the only people you're going to deal with are the people associated with our family, like my dad, my sister, my fiance, as well as some other good team members. There's some very positive detailers that I call the positive people around here. But that's the whole point, is we want you to feel comfortable to reach out to us at any point after the purchase or before the purchase,
Right.
and be able to spend time with you. You know, even if you're in the research stage of things, to be able to spend time and figure out what I think works best for your situation.
Yeah,
every situation is different.
That's something that's lost in a lot of RV transactions. I know you have a gentleman who just bought a Phaeton. He was talking to me. I'm not going to mention the dealership, but he's trading in his Berkshire, which will be available. But his last place he went to just really didn't have a good experience with like the service center. So those are just certain things that you want to, you know, figure out in dealership support. You know, that's always a good thing.
Absolutely. And we don't brag about our service a lot, but we do help our customers facilitate service, whether it's here at our shop or people we know locally.
Yeah. What else do you have here?
We got some cool stuff. Let's go. I've got my little BMW hiding. He's definitely not part of the inventory. That's a shorty, a little 33-foot or 34-foot Nautica.
And that has low amount of mileage, right?
Yeah.
What's the mileage on this?
Right under 4,000.
Wow. So what year is this?
That's a 23.
So if you're looking for something really small, diesel pusher, that might be something to look at.
Holiday Rambler Nautica. It drives pretty well too. Like, I was happy with it for a smaller coach.
Yeah.
We also have a 20 Breeze up the line. Maybe I'm giving things away too soon. But this is our bunk marathon bus right here. So finding one of these conversion buses that's nicer, you know, not necessarily a star coach, with bunks is sometimes harder to do, and this is one of them.
This is a double slide, right?
Double slide,
The
yeah.
paint job is really nice.
Point in the camera at this one, not knowing that was on.
Yeah, the paint, like,
The paint's nice.
there's like airbrushing details.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to try to repaint that. Yep, and then we've got a 23 Tiffin 40 IP Allegro bus. This one's got about 15,000 miles.
And you have we also have a 45 OPP that's having some work done to it.
Yep.
How much mileage is on that one?
That one, I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's under 10,000 miles.
10,000. So again, if you're looking for the production, the Tiffins, you have the customs. You got Newmars here also.
We do.
You have a Beaver. You have an American coach. Why don't we go look at some of the Newmars they have available?
Definitely. One is a 1640 369.
Step up from ours a year later. You're very familiar with ours. The difference with the 16s, there's quite a few differences. You have the automotive style windshield. You have the updated hydraulic slide, so no carpet. And then more importantly, the axles are updated. So you get 15,000 pounds of towing on here. Much higher cargo carrying capacity. We're at 10,000, and I believe our cargo is around 6,500, 6,600. This is probably closer to 8,000 or 9,000. So that's a nice step up. What's the price you're looking on this one?
We're at 219,950 on this one.
Mileage?
About 28,000, 27,000.
Yeah. A little bit more than we paid for ours, but a lot of nice upgrades. And a very similar floor plan.
Yep, very similar.
And that one's in good condition. What else do you have?
So we've got a couple around the 100K mark. We've got a 08 Phaeton tag axle single bath here. Classic floor plan with the mid bath that you can get to with ease, even if the slides are closed, which I really like. And then this is a full wall slide 07 Monaco Dynasty, side radiated with the 10 airbag S chassis. And then this one just came in.
So that's an aftermarket paint job, right? Yeah,
it is,
because it looks like the new ones. So the new Newmar, that's how they do it up front
with the dip.
Yeah, and the logo.
Oh, I see.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So this was the paint job was done by a race team that owned it.
Okay.
And they also put a 20K Newmar installed solar system.
Oh, wow.
So they changed the inverters. I still have to research exactly all of what was done.
And what is this a Dutch Star?
It is.
Okay. What year?
2012.
2012.
And it's going to be available for $179,950.
How much mileage on that one?
36,000.
Wow. Wow. With a sweet paint job on it.
She's striking. Yeah. This is a 08 Newmar Dutch Star. That's under 100K right there. That's a good I think a bargain deal for a tag axle Dutch Star. We just had it serviced. We did the 5-year service on the Oasis. And then generator was serviced, engine, all that. We try to make sure they're serviced. We're not perfect, but at least change the filters out and fluids. And we don't have any auction coaches.
Everything is either you own them or they're like a trade, right?
Exactly.
Pretty much what you have.
Yeah.
So you have this elegant lady, and then why don't we wrap it up with that little breeze, because you still have inventory, but we're going to come back tomorrow for that inventory. And
absolutely. Yeah, the breeze looks so funny parked in between these two 45-foot
tiny little thing.
He's proud though. He's like got his slides out.
Yeah.
Like, that's right. I'm sitting here. So this was Leon Russell's Prevost bus. And Andrew Steele actually interviewed the owners of this bus a few years ago. So it is on his channel from about 4 or 5 years ago. And it's cool. It received a bunch of updates from East Tennessee Luxury Coach, including a breakfast bar, and it's pretty cool.
And all these videos are on your, people want to see it, they're on your YouTube channel. So you can see full tours on all of these.
Exactly. And a funny story about that, but we'll share that maybe later. It's we were in a parking lot at Walmart one time with the coach at night, and has these under lights.
Mm-hmm.
And I was pushing my cart back to the coach, and I overheard someone who was working at the Walmart. He was on the phone with his buddy. He was like, "The one day you're not working, there's a Rockstar bus in the parking lot."
He thought you were like some rock star.
He did. I'm like pushing my Walmart cart towards the thing.
They shop at Walmart.
That was funny. So this is a cool little find right here. The people who own this, it's one owner. They traded it in on a 17 Phaeton because they wanted some more space, and we're very particular with this fella.
Mhm.
So it's got 2025 Dayco tires. 2 or 3 months ago, we can nail down a more exact time. It was taken to Tiffin. They always took it to Red Bay to get serviced. And this has a paint scheme which you will not see on any other Breeze.
It's
And
very clean.
it even comes with the free cat sticker.
Comes with a cat.
They
yeah.
did not have pets, but they love the little cat sticker.
And this does have the seamless slides also, which is nice.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, I love these seamless slides. They're so cool. 6.7 Cummins. So I camped in the first gen Breeze, and then like getting to interact with this.
Big step up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We want to show them inside before we wrap up?
Sure, yeah. Let's take a peek inside. It's currently sitting air leveled.